being really attentive. They're doing this old-fashioned way. In other words, they're using their stage voices. Hint, hint, okay? They're using their stage voices, and if you're really quiet, you should be able to understand them. But if something's funny, yes, it's okay to laugh, okay? So I would like to welcome you and open this afternoon with a word of prayer. Okay, let's pray. Dear Jesus, you are the reason for Christmas. And we give you this little funny Christmas play as something that's really lighthearted. But Jesus, we know that you came to bring us joy. And I thank you for that. And I just pray that you bless every one of these guys here, the ones on the stage and the ones in the audience. Bless them, Lord. Help them to know how very much you love them. Give them a great Christmas. Thank you so much for helping us. In Jesus' name, amen. We now present for your entertainment was the fight before Christmas.
Randy! Did you change your shirt? Tell your father to hurry. I have his things all laid out. What things? Didn't your father come home yet? No? Oh dear, why did he have to have a dinner meeting tonight, all night? What did you say? Me? Nothing. Any sign of Janice yet? I'm asking you, is your sister Janice home from Christmas caroling yet? Nope. Ring, ring. Who answer it? I'm in my slip. Oh, you know, ring. Ring. Randy, answer that phone. Answering it. She wins. Ring. Hello?
Hello, Granny.
Yep, it's me.
This is Mrs. Ryder.
Yes? Mom, it's Mrs. Ryder. What does she want? Ask her if you can take a message. Can I take a message?
It's about those electric candles for the candlelight procession tonight.
Uh-oh.
I believe they're stored in your basement, and your mother said you were to take them to the Sunday school rooms this afternoon. I called to make sure you remembered.
Well, as a matter of fact, Mrs. Ryder, Granny, what does she need? The electric candles. Didn't you get them this afternoon? Yes, I kind of forgot.
Did I just hear you say you forgot? But Randy, we have to have them.
I'll get them, sure, just happen to forget, that's all.
You'll see to it right away. It's after 7 now.
Huh? Yep, right away.
Good boy. I'm in such a tizzy about tonight's program. So many things to think of at the last minute.
Yep.
And things seem to go wrong at the very last minute. The boy who was supposed to play the spirit of brotherly love in the pageant has the measles.
No!
Yes, I should have known he was a contrary child.
Well, so long.
Wait a minute, Randy.
Yes?
Tell your mother and dad that Charlie and I are expecting them over here for cake and coffee after the entertainment.
Yep, I'll tell them.
I baked your father's favorite cake, angel food, but don't mention it. I want to surprise him.
He already knows. He heard your bill to Lord Janice all about it.
He knows? Oh dear, I declare that father of yours is all ears. Well, you'll see about the candles?
Huh?
The candles.
Yep, right away. Bye.
Bye.
Did you put on a clean shirt? You didn't. Randy Langford, you can't go to the Sunday school entertainment looking like that. What's wrong with how I look? I can't help it if I'm not beautiful. Eternally reading those comic books and never time for anything useful. Get your dirty feet off my good sofa. My feet aren't dirty much. Now, go down to the cellar and get those candles for Mrs. Ryder. But then you can make yourself presentable. What you got there? Your father's going to play Santa Claus for entertainment. And I'm afraid the beard looks a little wonky. Say that again. But it will have to do. Plenty of room for pillows. You won't need as many as you did last year. If you mean that your father's putting on weight, he certainly is not. Oh no. Except maybe 10 pounds or so. And how often must I tell you that personal remarks are extremely rude, even about your own family? I didn't say he was getting fat. Gee whiz, every time I open my mouth, I get in trouble. Never mind. Now go down to the cellar and get those candles. Then wash your face and hands Then put on a clean shirt.
I'm not going to the old Sunday school entertainment.
Not going.
It's just kid stuff. I'm just a bad little boy come to wish you Christmas joy.
This time, Mr. Smarty Pants, you're wrong. Louise Ryder has been rehearsing the young ones on a beautiful pageant for weeks.
You think I don't know that? Bet you you're like uncareful shooting catch me.
I rather expected her to ask you. I must say, I'm just a teeny bit disappointed.
Disappointed? You think I'm crazy or something?
Why, Red?
You think I want to flit around with little angel ropes and just laugh and stuff when I want to gay?
I'm sure you look very nice in an angel robe, dear. If your face is weak.
Kid stuff.
It certainly is not kid stuff. Your sister Janice is going to sing Oh Holy Night. It will be the biggest moment of her entire life. And you're going to be there to hear her.
I've already heard her practicing it every night this week.
Don't give me any more arguments. Now go find those candles.
Can you stand on my way? Gee whiz. Mrs. Ryder said to remind you and Dad about the cake and coffee at their house today.
Dear Louise, with all the work of the entertainment on her shoulders, and she still found time to bake your father's favorite cake.
She was kind of disappointed he knows about it.
When it comes to food, there isn't much your father doesn't care about.
I guess you're right.
Now run along, dear, and you're going to that entertainment.
Oh, Mom!
The Ryders are our very best friend, and I wouldn't hurt Louise's feelings for the world.
Why do I have to go just because she happens to be the big noise in it?
Red,
You mean I don't go to shoot off her big mouth to you how I don't appreciate all her hard work?
stop talking that way. Don't you like Mrs. Ryder?
Sure, like Mrs. Ryder, sure, but
Then stop calling her names.
she is the big noise.
I suppose so, in a perfectly nice way.
Well, then, big noise, big mouth. It's all the same thing.
Oliver, you're late.
Couldn't help it, dear.
Off my hair. But Randy's being difficult again, and Janice has to come home.
What's she gallivanting to now?
Oliver, you know Janice never gallivants.
Obviously, Christmas live, I suppose.
No, she's Christmas caroling with a group of girls. Bill's calling for her here in a few minutes.
Poor Bill. He'll know job.
And what?
That a man always has to wait for a woman.
Look who's talking. I laid out your clean things on the bed, and Oliver, you'd better take this suit up with you. We don't have too much time.
I can put it on at church.
You are to put it on now, so I can help you with the pillows.
All right. Hope this thing tonight doesn't last too long. My mouth is watering for a piece of Louise's angel cake.
And you, just home from a big dinner.
Always room for more.
It's the Carvers.
It's a nice old-fashioned custom. I like it.
So did I.
Makes a fella feel good. At peace with the world. Love your neighbor and all that kind of stuff.
It certainly does. There's something about the Christmas season that seems to soften our hearts.
Hi, Mother. Hi, Dad. The boys have cooled down.
Time girls learn to dress sensibly. I wasn't cool.
Did you like my hair, Mother? Did you?
Just lucky, darling.
Brr, my hands are blue.
That's because you had to stand around while you sang. I do hope you haven't caught a cold.
Not a sniffle. And it was so much fun.
Take off your coat and relax a few minutes. Remember, tonight's your big night.
Oh, Mother, do you think I'll be nervous when I get up before all those people? My very first solo.
Of course not, dear. You have a beautiful, true voice, so there's nothing to worry about.
I used to wonder if Mrs. Ryder didn't like me so well. So it was really nice of her to ask me to sing.
Whatever gave you that idea?
Well, with Bill so crazy about me and all, most mothers don't like their future daughters-in-law.
You'll be nobody's daughter-in-law for a number of years yet. But of course Louise is fond of you, just as I am of Bill.
Oh, really, Mother? You think you'll make a good husband someday?
Sure nonsense. And here I am with my hair still to comb.
Luckily, I put on my new dress before I went caroling.
It looks lovely. I'll be so proud
warm. The way I feel now, I won't be warm again until next summer.
Mom, I can't find those electric candles. Honestly, Granny, they're on the third shelf in the corner. I looked on the third shelf. That boy can never find anything. Bill, will you go look? Your mother wants them for tonight.
I'll find it for you.
Edith, I need clean socks. They have holes in the toe.
I'll be right up. Do hurry, children.
What do you have stuff in that coat for? Because I'm still cold. Don't I wish we had a nice big fireplace with a roaring fire? Oh, Ring. You get that? I thought my ears would drop off. And look at my nose. Honestly, it's absolutely frozen. Hello?
Granny, it's me again.
Yes, Mrs. Ryder?
I'm still worried about getting a boy to be the spirit of brotherly love. Can you think of someone?
Who, me? I mean, I'm afraid not.
I do so want it to be perfect. Does Mike Bill happen to be there?
Just came in.
Tell him not to forget to pick up his father and me. It's too cold to walk to the church.
That's what Janice said.
What did Janice say?
Huh? Oh, cold.
A cold? Not very bad, I hope.
She said it's terrible.
What a shame. And she was to sing tonight.
Yes, it is a shame.
In bed?
Who?
Janice.
Gee whiz, no.
It's all in her head, I suppose.
She imagines it. You say, you ought to see how she's been carrying on.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Her nose is the word, she says.
Oh dear, her nose?
Yep.
Then I guess there's only one thing to do. I'll have to cancel her solo.
Huh?
Tell her I know she won't want to make a public appearance under the circumstances.
Huh?
Because of her nose. Poor Janice, dear me, so unfortunate.
Oh, what do you know? Hey, Janice! What do you know about that? I'm finally beginning to stop. Anything important? Mrs. Ryder called up to say she's canceling your solo. Canceling? My solo? Yeah, she said under circumstances, there was nothing else to do. Under what circumstances? On account of your nose. She said you wouldn't want to make a public appearance with it. Such opinion all that you can't think the solo. I knew she didn't like me. Janice, wins. I've been practicing all week, and I was so proud of that solo. Do singing kind of nice. And I have a new dress and new shoes, and I never want to sing there as long as I live.
Granny, look in my darning bag in the kitchen and see if you can find a clean pair of socks for your father.
Sure, Mom.
Trouble.
Hey, beautiful, what gives?
Your mother was absolutely hateful to me.
Mother was here?
No, on the phone. She canceled my solo.
No.
Yes,
But why?
because of my nose.
Are you crazy? What in the world does your nose have to do with this?
She thinks it's awful. She says I wouldn't want to appear in public with her.
You certainly couldn't appear in public about it. Come on, honest, I'm not.
Maybe you think my nose is funny too.
I think you have a very nice nose. Why would anybody say anything like that?
I don't know. I guess she's been thinking it all the time. Every time she looked at me, she probably thought, how could she appear with a nose like that? And she finally decided to tell me that's all.
My own mother, well, I just can't believe it.
Maybe you think I'm lying?
Come on, don't get mad at me.
I'm not mad at you, Bill.
That's better. The way I feel about you. The way I feel about you. Well, just wait till you see the Christmas present I bought you.
Oh, Bill. Wait till you see this. I love you.
You're sweet, Janice.
Bill, do you think I have a nice nose?
Just,
Not too big
of course not.
and not too little?
Just right.
Get that dog fight. Mom said I have to go to get that old entertainment stuff, and Mother will shoot off her big mouth. Sure she didn't. I have to suffer.
So,
So what?
you're talking about my mother making personal remarks. What about yours?
You leave my mother out of this.
Saying my mother has a big mouth? Well, I guess she's not the only one.
Meaning my mother's mouth is too big?
Make what you like of it.
Bill Ryder, I will have you stand here and insult my mother.
It's my mother who's being insulted. Big mouth indeed.
And what about my nose? I guess she started it.
My mother's not responsible for your nose.
So you do think my nose is funny?
I think it's funny that your mother is always so nice to my mother's face while talking about her big mouth behind her back.
Stop it!
Stop what?
To think I was fool enough to believe you when you said you liked my nose. Well, let me tell you something, Bill Ryder. It is every bit as nice as your nose.
You little...
Ow! Bill Ryder, you struck me!
I did nothing of the kind.
Yes, you did! I never want to see you again!
You don't have to.
Nor your father, nor your mother, nor your aunt, nor your uncle, nor your cousin, nor...
And the same goes for your family. Goodbye.
What's the matter?
My nose.
And what, dear? If you cry, I'll spoil your voice for tonight.
I'm not going to sing.
Not sing.
Mrs. Ryder had called up to cancel my solo. Because of the way my nose looks.
Well, there's nothing wrong with your nose.
She thinks there is. She thinks it's so peculiar that I wouldn't want to appear in public with it.
Louise thinks your nose is peculiar?
Yes, Mother. What do you think of it?
I think it's the very nicest nose we have in the family. And exactly like mine.
It is just like yours.
Maybe not as perfect as Greek sculpture, but certainly every bit as nice as Louise's nose. Much nicer.
I think so too.
You must be mistaken, Janice. Louise would never make a personal remark like that, even if she thought it.
She thought it all right, and she said it too. I've never been so humiliated in my life.
My poor darling.
Mother.
And Louise, of all people,
Yes.
pretending to be my very best friend, while all this time thinking things like that about my very own daughter.
Yes.
And about me, too. About my nose.
Yes.
I'll tell that woman a thing or two. She can't wreck my child's life and get away with it.
No.
There, forget all about that old solo. What does a true solo amount to anyways? She'll be sorry when you're at the Metropolitan Opera.
Oh, Mother.
We'll show her. Did you tell Bill?
Yes. And he made nasty remarks about our family and all of our relatives. And he's going to get a new girl, Mom.
And I'm thinking, Louise went for that. How could she treat us like this?
Mother.
Janice.
What's going on here?
Oh, Daddy.
Oh, Oliver.
Good heavens, Edith, you're crying.
Not anymore. I'm through with tears. Now I'm beginning to boil.
What did I do this time?
Oh, not you, Daddy.
It's that snake in the grass, Louise Ryder, my best friend.
Now, I'm sure Louise didn't do anything. There isn't the kind of woman in the world.
Not do anything. Not do anything. She's broken your daughter's heart. That's all. Broken it.
Louise has?
Handled her so because she doesn't like the way her nose looks. And she doesn't like my nose either.
Have you taken leave of your senses?
I've just come to my senses. I'm just beginning to realize how Louise has fooled us all these years.
But you must be mistaken. Charlie and Louise are the best friends we have.
Ha! Maybe he doesn't like your nose.
That big nozzle of his, he should talk.
You see what I mean? And you trusted him.
Nonsense. I still do. Come now. Pull yourselves together, or we'll be late for the pageant.
Oh, no.
Do you think we'd go after a slap in the face like this?
A slap in the nose, you mean?
right, and that we both have funny noses.
Oh no, I love your noses. But I still can't believe Louise would say a thing like that. She and Charlie think the world of us. Hasn't she invited us over for cake and coffee tonight? Didn't she make an angel food cake especially for me?
You talk about Mrs. Ryder, you ought to hear what she said about you. All ears. All ears, she said. Sure, she did.
All ears? What's wrong with my ears?
There's nothing all of her.
All ears, am I? Too big, are they? Maybe she thinks they stick out?
You have beautiful ears, Daddy.
You think so?
It's Oliver.
Mind you, I don't claim they're perfect. Oh no. They're a whole lot better than those elephant ears Johnny Racket flies around.
They most certainly are.
Just who do those writers think they are? Laughing at my ears.
Now maybe you believe what we've been telling you.
And only today, Charlie Ryder slapped me in the back and made me with that glad hand. That two-timing double-crosser.
How they deceived us.
Think I play Santa Claus now? Let her get elephant ears. Let's see how he likes making a fool of himself every time she snaps her fingers. But not this baby, not Oliver Langford.
He doesn't. Oh, look!
So,
I believe you have the nerve to show your face.
Oh, didn't you?
We come to have this out with you. Let me tell you, Oliver Langford, I won't have your wife talk about my wife's big mouth.
What?
A fine friend you turned out to be. My mouth's no bigger than yours is, if that's big.
And we don't have to stand for such talk.
Oh no. Well, I'll say anything I want about your big mouth after the way you talk about Janice's nose and mine.
what's wrong with their noses? They're every bit as good as yours, and a whole lot better.
You leave my wife's nose out of this.
Who put it in here in the first place? She did.
And you say she's nosy?
Get that big snuzzle out of my way, or I'll let you have one.
Daddy!
Dad, stop it.
Break my daughter's heart, will you? I suppose you think she's not good enough to go out with your Bill.
After the way she talks about Bill's relatives, I'm sure she wouldn't want to.
You darn tootin' she wouldn't. So I have big ears? Have I? Take a good look at those elephant ears you married.
That red mule can't call me names.
Well, this is terrible. How could you come here to insult us? My daughter's nose, my nose, my husband's ears.
How about my mouth?
Come, Oliver. We'll leave this room till these crude Bulgarians see fit to go.
No, I've got to take a poke at his nose.
I want to take a poke, you and who else?
They can't make up on my husband.
Bill!
Janice!
How could your parents act this way?
How could yours?
I never should have told them what your mother said about my nose.
And I never should have told my parents what your mother said about my mother's mouth.
Oh, I'm so miserable.
Yes. I'm so crazy about you.
Never, Bill.
Mother, Janice is my girl.
No, I absolutely forbid you're to have nothing more to do with the Langfords as long as you live.
Exactly. Janice Langford, get up off that couch immediately.
But Mother, Bill isn't to blame. It was his mother who said my nose was funny.
I said nothing of the kind.
Yes, you did. Didn't she, Randy? Yeah, you said that's why you canceled her solo.
I what? But you said she had a cold in her nose, and I thought,
A cold? Oh, no, no, no. Granny? Don't be like that. I can't help if I don't hear quite right.
So you don't think her nose is peculiar?
I think it's an adorable little nose, just like yours. And I was so disappointed when I thought she wouldn't be able to sing.
Oh, Louise.
Right? You mean, you said he was all ears when he found out about the cake and coffee at your house tonight.
All ears? But that means...
That I wanted to surprise you and you found out about it.
Louise, I don't know what to say. Charlie, old man, your ears look pretty good to me.
Me too, old man. Hardly snuck out at all.
Now, wait a minute. You've got no room to talk.
Over! Mercy, the time! Put on your coat, quickly!
We must start the pageant on time. And Jen, sir, you'll sing your solo, won't you?
Oh, yes.
Except I still haven't found a boy to be the spirit of brotherly love in the pageant.
Haven't you? There must be somebody.
He has only one line to say. I am the spirit of brotherly love. Even the stupidest boy can learn it.
Don't look at me like that.
Very boy. Why didn't I think of it before?
He's certainly not the stupidest boy in the world, but he's definitely a close second. No. I didn't change my shirt.
It won't show under the angel rope, and I have that right out of the car.
And a little brotherly love would be good for your conscience, wouldn't it?
What did I ever do to deserve this? Plenty.
And how?
Hurry, children.
We're going to make this the merriest Christmas celebration we ever had.